So the more we started helping wheelchair athletes and adapting wheelchairs, eventually Joe DeSena found out about us from Spartan and said, well, I want to experience a Spartan race in a wheelchair. I want to experience my own race in a wheelchair along with you other adaptive athletes.
Yep.
So we put that on, and I'm tying Joe's legs in. He's like, "Why do I have all these people? Why are you helping me?" Like, I'll be fine. Like, Joe, you can't roll 5 feet in the mud with this wheelchair. He's like, "Yeah, sure I can." He gets about 1.5 feet. He goes, "I think I'm going to need some help." We get to the start of the race. Joe DeSena started Spartan races. He's a well-known guy, more well-known now. He's done lots of podcasts. He's all over the place. He's a really amazing person. And he says to me, "I got to take a leak." I'm like, "Cool. All right, here are your choices. You can kneel and piss, or we can get a catheter for you." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "You said you wanted to race like my best friend Michael here. You want to know what it's like to race in a wheelchair. And so he either has to cath or he pisses on himself. And so you can't, if you're committed to not standing up for the day to ride in this chair, you do that. You stay in this chair the whole day. When you're done, you could stand up at the end of this thing, whether it's 6 or 10 hours from now, your life's changed."
Yeah.
And so he's like, "All right." So there he was kneeling. We turned our backs around the thing. The guy in the chair said, "As soon as you get in that chair, you're going to become invisible. People are going to pat you on the shoulder, not look in the eye. They're going to thank you for your service, whether you're in the military or not."
Right.
And they're just going to walk by you. And he did. He disappeared into that race. Even there was cameras around. When people see somebody in a wheelchair, they either stare, or they look away, or they don't look people directly in the eye. They don't get on their level to see them. And it was a powerful moment that lasted all day long. It's my dog.
Come here.
Hey, Athena.
Hi, baby. Come say hi. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, thank you for checking on me. I appreciate it.
So, Joe did that race, and it was a pretty powerful thing. And the end of it, he said, "This wheelchair is yours. Use it. Help other people to have this experience." So that, we've been doing that now. So it's like 70 times now we've done this with Spartan.
Yeah.
Probably 15 with Tough Mudder, a bunch of other races. We've done it around, in and out of the country. This idea has really began to take off. But one thing that our focus has changed is we started realizing it was good for team building.
Yeah.
And that was a cool idea, bringing other executives in. But it wasn't until we started working with the kids at the school where I work with Black Mountain Academy, where we got this idea, what would it be like if we brought kids on the spectrum, autism spectrum, to race with us? Would they have that same experience? Because when we came up here to do this, the guy said, "Oh yeah, I do Spartan races."
Yeah.
And he goes, "It's nothing quite like it. Like you're going along and you're struggling and you see a guy with no legs killing it. And then you're like, oh man,
check yourself."
Absolutely. I'm going to have to suck it up. Yep. And so that experience, we wanted other people to have that. And we thought, well, that works for CEOs. That works for people that are out of shape on the side of the course. Sorry. If that works for CEOs or that works for other people that aren't in shape, what would have happened for somebody that has a mental challenge like autism, where they're focused on sensory overload?
Right.
If there's too much sound, if there's things touching them, the wrong fabrics, social cues are completely off. Like everything that autism is. If you look at the handbook of the autism diagnostic code of saying too sensitive to this, overreactive to that, so all these things, and you said, okay, what would be the worst thing possible for them to do? It'd be a Spartan race. It would, hands down, it's the worst idea possible.